check it out. Come and check us out. If we think it's sport, come see what we about. Check it out. Come and check us out. If we think it's sport, come see what we about.
Three-pointer of the game.
Jay-Z in the Nets jersey. Reggie got Indiana. And he was
so you can see how everybody.
Congratulations, Mr. President.
Crazy how he was making the cuts, making it.
Why is he not better than him?
So everybody take a seat. We think it's sports, but sometimes we don't know. We ask
breach. You gotta pause that. How we coming in on the pause? Oh, that's crazy. So no, but I'm getting excited. Like just laughing with y'all boys pre-show. I'm getting excited. I am coming to town this weekend. I'm gonna be around. So I'm hopefully I see boys. Hopefully boys can link. I do want to get in on some spades because I missed the clinic last time. We had the clinic, y'all boys last time.
Yeah, shout out to my guy Money. You know how that go. Yeah, you Mills, you and Rad.
I ain't saying nothing. I forgot about that.
I don't see how you.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, okay.
Hey,
Mike ain't gonna be around. Mike wasn't around last time.
I'm be around.
Speaking of around, you know one thing I hate. I don't know if you guys hate this though, but like when you have an event, right, and then you put up like an RSVP list, people to RSVP, and then the RSVP and they don't show up, like you just waste all your money. Like it's crazy. Like that'd be pissing me off. Like for instance, when me and Lex had the wedding, we had like 200 plus people on the RSVP list. Like probably like 25 people didn't show up, and I'm paying for your plate. And then to top that off, people that didn't RSVP or there wasn't even on the invite list just show up. Like, yo, that's crazy.
So who are you talking about?
Seemed like a cancel out right there to me.
Yeah,
it does. It does cancel. I appreciate those people that just. You know what I mean? It took that that burden off.
Seemed like it's a you problem because you invited the wrong people clearly because people wanted to show up you didn't invite.
It's like that for a lot of people events that people have though. People RSVP.
But who was he trying? Who was he talking about?
Preach. Let's pause because me saying that I'm around, so now I have prompted you to just go on like a 2-minute like this.
Yeah.
Mills, who didn't show up and why are you mad? What happened?
No, it's not like that.
What was it?
We had
50 a plate.
It was about 50 a plate, yeah, bro.
25.
Mills spent some bread on that. Nah, Mills.
Nah, he
what was
did.
that? What was the place called again? I forget.
Dang.
I forgot to. Lucarelli's.
Yeah, Lucarelli's.
Yeah.
Nah, Mills spit the grip on that. I remember. It was nice, but it looked nice. Shout out to Tasteful
No,
Occasions.
Oh yeah, I'll Tasteful Occasion. That one was fire.
Yeah.
So I do. I know like when I come back, boys usually link up. And everybody, significant other knows me. They know how close we are. And they normally cool with y'all, like, going out, coming to show some love and kick it. But when I'm not in town and it's just like a random weekend and like you want to go out, like, do y'all do something special throughout the day to clean up or something? They're like, hey, babe, can I go kick it with the fellas? Or y'all just like, yo, I'm out. I'll be back at 2 a.m.
For me, it's one of those things like, hey, I've been in the house like the last couple of months. Like I just be chilling in the house. Is it cool if I go play spades? You know what I mean? With the guys for a couple hours. And then it's like, how late you gonna be out? I'll be back. Not that late. I'll be out for a couple hours. I'll be back. But the benefit of when I go out is 80% of the time, Lexa go out too, and she'll go with Sean. Which is Rad fiance. So when you got friends that have girlfriends or significant others that are friends too, it kind of make the whole process a lot smoother.
Yeah, I built up a lot of equity in that. I don't go out or just go, especially compared to what I used to do when I was younger. It's not even close. It's like a half a percentage of like a 0.5% of the time I don't go out. So when I do, she knows like I want to go out, and I got family day. We go on it. So you got other things where just when I say I want to go out, you gotta let that be. You know what I mean? You just gotta let that be. Because I don't go out often. If I do, I want to, or it's an event. I'm not just going out there. I'm not usually just gonna go and lounge or nothing like that. So it's something happening. So I built up a lot of equity in that. It's just not like a random thirsty Thursdays you going out. It got to be like somebody having a little party or something.
Yeah, it got to be somebody, somebody's birthday, somebody trying to come through. Somebody asked me, somebody asked me to come through, so maybe they, really want to, vibe or something. All right.
Yeah, I just got a promotion rap. I'm getting the booth, slide through.
Something like that. I'm like, yo, I'm gonna make this move. She understand. I built up that equity.
And I already know how preach go.
You already know. There really ain't really nothing to say about it. I don't necessarily answer to anybody. I don't have to say it. And shout out to my girl, shout out to her. Great woman, but the facts is the facts. And when you get into that point where you gotta ask to do something, that's where you lost it. And let me just say this. Let me sit up. Let me just say it to all you guys out there.
Cool and preach.
Here's the issue. Here's where you run into issues. Because if you want to be in a dominant position and you want to do what you need to do as a man, then you got to act like one, right? And in certain situations, asking a woman for permission is just, how can I put this? It's insane. It's almost as if it's not as bad as asking a child, can you do something? But it's like at some point you got to look at yourself like, what am I doing? Right? Like, what am I doing? And you don't want to get to that point. And I know I may hear this later, and I'm fine with that. I'm okay with hearing this later because
doesn't it matter on a situation? Like Raph, for instance, he got kids, so it's kind of difficult for him just to leave because what if she want to leave too or something like that? I mean, it's good to have that conversation to say, hey, is it okay if I go out because you may want to do something too? You can't just say, hey, I'm out of here and be gone.
It is your responsibility to let me know that. Then you should let me know that, oh, I had something planned. And you should tell me in advance that you had that plan. But if I want to do something, I'm gonna go do it. It's just as simple as that. But also you gotta deal with the fallout. You gotta be man enough to deal with the fallout. And that's the thing. People gotta understand that just because you do what you want, that doesn't mean that there won't be fallout. That doesn't mean that she won't get upset, because she might get upset. But I'm able to deal with that too. I can deal with that. I don't know if y'all guys can deal with your significant other being upset, but I know I can. Mike, how you feel about that? Because I don't know the situation there. Because Mike, you're not necessarily right. I know you got friends, obviously, in Detroit, but you're not around us. You know what I'm saying? So how does that work in your household?
So like I got my boys here. My guy Jasper, Southern Jasper, Miko, Dirk, John, and X. So normally, if they are having something like, my boy John, like, yo, boys coming over to watch the game. I am going over there to watch the game. And I let Angie know I'm going over there to watch the game. And I do let her know, like, this is not me asking for like permission.
Right.
I'm letting you know I'm going over there to watch the game. And it has been times where when I left that house, it was like, I already know it's quiet when I got back. And when I got back, it was quiet. But I did deal with that. But with it being COVID, right, I have taken her into consideration. But at the same time, you can't be wilding either, though, right? You also got to be responsible with knowing, like, okay, I can't just go out every single day. Then it's like I am wilding. But if I go out once every 2 months, it's like I got to ask you to go out this one time in 2 months. Like, nah, that's quiet.
Right. I'm not suggesting you should wild out. That is not what I'm suggesting. I'm not suggesting that you should be out there wee hours of the night doing whatever you want to do. But what I am saying is that asking permission, I did that. I was a child. I'm not a child anymore.
When I'm not. So I can be sure. When did you bring in the permission thing, or did Mike ask about permission? Was that
Mike asked about it?
Permission? And
I just said, like, how do y'all be? Do y'all be like
how you approach it?
Yeah, how you approach it? Like, hey babe, like, do you like clean up? Hey babe, like, can I go kick it with the fellas? Like, okay. Asking, can I go kick it with the fellas is asking versus saying, you know what I'm saying? So Preach just took it.
I think the time of
super serious. I wasn't even thinking about that, right?
Okay.
I think the time of day plays a factor too. The time of day plays a factor. Because if it's like, midday, morning, stuff like
You
that,
at work, man.
it's a whole different ball game.
Like,
Because
what do you mean?
I'm saying though, but if it's like a Sunday or if it's an off day for me, if it's early in the day, then it's a lot easier to make that move to do things. But when it's late at night and it's normal time to lay down, wind down, have your together.
You saying
time and
leaving the
stuff
house
like
at
that.
midnight?
There's a whole different ball game.
Oh, that's wild.
Yeah, leaving the house at midnight compared to at noon or 9. Because normally when we do stuff, it's late at night. It's around 8, 9 o'clock in the afternoon. You know what I mean? Going to play spades because everybody's day is almost over. So we're just trying to, just chill the rest of the night.
Well, that's fine. I mean, a planned event for me, spades would be a planned event for me. It's not really like sporadic. But I mean, if it's, I'm not trying to be funny, but if it's 8 or 12, it really don't matter because I'm going to play spades. Now, if you don't believe that I'm going to play spades, then that's the issue.
That's another
if you
issue.
If you believe I'm going to play spades with my friends and it's at 12 at night, am I making that choice to do that? I think that's fine. I don't think, the time, I get that, but that's only if you don't believe I'm going where I'm going.
Right.
That's the only way I can see.
And I'm not saying being inconsiderate of if you have children there. I'm not saying that because we all, especially a newborn or a young child, we understand that dynamic. But we also got to understand what a woman is made to do, right? That God has given women certain ability to handle children in that manner, and I think that they should do it.
All right, so. That's a great convo. I didn't expect the convo to go like that. I respect that. I wanted to tie in Steve Harvey into that, and I really never really found a way. But fuck it, we here now. Steve Harvey said we kind of talked about this with the friendship date, but Steve Harvey pretty much he got a new book coming out, so at least I believe it's coming out. And pretty much he was on some talk show and said that men and women cannot be platonic friends at all. He like, it's quiet. He's like, no man is your friend. He's only your friend because you pretty much told him nothing's going to happen. And he said that most men is sitting back lurking, waiting for that crack, waiting for you to come crying one time, waiting for y'all to get caught cheating, going to play spades at midnight, and just waiting for that opportunity to get in there. Mm-hmm. And she asked him, well, like, how many men do you think like this? And he said 99.9. So
single men. I mean, some married men.
Let me say this.
But I think he was going from a single man. Yeah, 100%.
No. Listen, stop.
99% of single men. Yes, I think now married men. I don't know. I'm not gonna talk for married men, but for me, 99. If you were single and you got a
people
female
in a
best friend,
people in a relationship.
If you're single and got a female best friend. Come on, bro.
Listen, let me say this. There are two serial friends of girl killers, I call them, on this podcast. I'm not going to say their name. But it is two serial friends of girl killers on this podcast. But I'm not going to say their name. We don't have to talk about them because everybody
I'm sorry. What did you just say? Say that again? I missed it. I was reading. We got two serial friend of girl killers on this pod. That's what I said. I don't know what that even means.
That means that we have two people on this pod who stay in the friend zone until it's time to attack. That's what that means. And it's two of them. And I'm not listen, and they may or may not be on the same side. But that's neither here nor there. We can move on.
It's not me.
Listen, we can all move on. We can
not me either, right?
We can all, I'm not gonna say no name.
It must be Millie and Millie.
No.
Millie Vanilli.
Listen. I'm just calling a spade. But the reality is that this is a conversation that I have with my significant other. It's you can have a girl as a friend. Now, the extent of what the friendship is, that's something different. Mm-hmm. Right? Obviously, we know somebody on this pod, Mike, who's had a long-standing relationship with a girl. That's a friend. No, I'm just saying, like, that is a legit public friendship that everybody knows about. They've been friends down through the years. Right? So it is possible, right? Whether you are single or you are in a relationship, that is possible. But I will say, I personally, I generally, my rule of thumb is I don't necessarily have, I do have friends that are girls, right? I do, but we don't have my relationship with them is not that we talk all the time, right? We can, like, when we talk, it's like we never left each other. You know what I'm saying? It's cool. We can talk about whatever. We can catch up on everything, but it's not like an everyday thing. We chill, we do that. Because in that, things can happen, right? Like, it's just like, especially based on how the friendship started. You know what I'm saying? Based on how the friendship started. Because I can ask y'all this: can you be friends with somebody that you had sex with?
I am not.
I didn't say that you were. I just said, is it possible?
I don't know
It's
if
possible,
I can,
but I don't want to do that.
Cannot, but I am not, and so that must mean that I'm assuming that I can't, because with everybody that I've been with, I'm not friends with them at all.
Mills? I don't know if Mills is married, but I mean, you're not. I don't know if I can ask you this.
I mean, as you gonna answer? You don't, I don't know. I can answer. I think I can. I don't.
I was sort of dial in like it's a radio show.
I think. I think I can, but I just don't want to. It's one of those, like,
Absolutely.
I don't see the value in that. Now, if it come around where it's just
double back, spin that block.
Now, if it come around in my path of life, and if it's like even this excuse I'm about to give is still like it's not no real point of that. So it's literally really no value in having somebody you slept with as a friend. There's no value. There's just no value. I don't see it.
Listen. I'll say this. I actually had a friend that I knew her well. And we were friends though. Like, legit, after that we were friends. And even to this day, like, I don't especially speak to this person all the time. I don't know if I speak to her even, in a while, say this, so to speak. But I have, had a friendship with that person, and it is what it is, so to speak. It is what it is. But yeah, you know how that goes.
Yeah, I think the me and Tia thing is, I don't know if I want to call it unique.
It is very unique.
Like, because we grew up on the same street. So I knew her since I was like 13.
Right.
So, and it's not like she didn't talk to the people that was around. Like, she talked to my friends, just like I talked to some of her friends. So, right, it was always just that, yo, you hook me up with somebody, I'm gonna hook you up with somebody type of thing. And as we got older, right, she's my best friend. But I can't see myself today going to go get another with my best friend. It's quiet.
So let me ask y'all this, and I think we probably asked y'all this about male friends. We're okay.
Before you go there, but what Steve Harvey said was, if you ask the girl, if the girl asks you, yo, whatever girlfriend you had, would you do something with me? Can we take this friendship to another level? What would you say?
Yeah, I'm single.
Your girlfriend, the girl best friend, whatever. Hold on, I'm not single. You is single.
What is he saying? I don't understand what he's saying.
So
that girlfriend. Oh, you can
say, if Tia would have asked me, like, yo, Mike, do you just want to just try to make this work out and be together? Like, what would I say? Would I be like, oh no, it's quiet, or would I be like, y'all been waiting for 15 years?
I mean, what you think about, like, yo, let's see, let's try it. Yeah, but or is it a no?
I don't.
For me, it'd have been a no.
Obviously, but it's. I think it's a case by case situation, because there are examples where good friends have had great relationships, and there are examples where good friends, when they started to have relationships, things just went left, and it was
we know that, but the question is, would you entertain that?
It depends on who the girl is.
I wouldn't.
That's the point. That's what point. That's what I'm saying. Like, you got the point. It depends on the girl. So it's like, it's open. That's what he's saying. It's like that is always there if they ever come. Because if it was a guy, you're gonna be like, no, no, you're my friend. I'm not. I don't fly that way. I'm not doing that. But a girl is like, that's always there. That's what he was saying. That chance can always be there.
Absolutely.
Because she can just literally just be like, yo, and you can be like, you know what, you're my friend as a female, so naturally, I think you're a good person, or why would you be my friend? Why would I not be friends with a good person? Somebody,
I think you don't as a person.
So, You see that? That's why I understand where you're coming from. You know what I mean?
Because every other woman friend I didn't have, I would have been like, well, what up then? But besides Tia, because that was different. Everybody else would have been like, what up?
Right, fair game.
Like, oh, hell yeah. Took you long enough.
But what you were saying, Sam, before I cut you?
It's cool. We don't have to go into the whether your significant other can have a boy as a friend.
I comment on that real quick because I was talking with Naz and Tony about this. The reason that I'm a no, like, just not a guy friend, like a guy best friend, like somebody that you would chill with, somebody you can confide in. The reason why I'm a no, especially now, because she doesn't have one, so she would have to go meet somebody. Where is she going to have time to develop that relationship to get that close to him?
Right.
Because you're not going to be chilling with him every weekend because
or talking to him.
Already busy. We already busy.
Right.
So we need our free time. So that means that you taking free time away from us,
right,
and your other friends and your family to go kick it with this dude. All right, that's already a little fishy. And then to trust somebody, you got to talk to them enough. So when are you talking to them? While I'm at work, you chatting up with homie, right? It just all come off messy. So you almost have to come with somebody with you. Like, hey, I already got this dude. I've been rocking with him for 15 years. Like, I can respect that because that's how I move. But I just don't see how you get close enough to somebody now that can be your best friend like that. Like, work best friends, I get it. That might be a little different because you just at work together, but I don't know. Maybe
not for Sam, because women shouldn't work. But
I never. First of all, let's stop that. I never said women should not work. I don't know where you even got that from. Women can work as much as they want to do.
It was me just going down to
let's clarify
assuming.
that. What I said is that God gave women certain abilities and they should use those abilities. That's all I said. Right. And that may or may not be cooking, cleaning, and taking care of a house. I don't see why that is so out of the norm.
It's not
right. Like that is it's almost disrespectful to our grandparents and our great grandparents. It's like what did they do? Was they trash women all of a sudden because they didn't work, because they took care of a house? Like, I mean, let's be honest. Let's talk about the roots.
Did work.
Yeah, let's talk about the roots. Like, if we could go back to the roots and say if it was good for them, maybe it is good for us. Maybe switching everything up and you working these many hours and putting so much attention on this and not so much attention on the house. Maybe that's why Bill Gates got divorced. I don't know. Rab, what was you saying?
I mean, to be on the other side, they're gonna say they was oppressed, right? That's the answer. But let's keep going. But we're not having that conversation.
We don't have to.
Yeah, I mean, but just to double back on Mike, just to end this conversation about this is if you don't have a grandfather in person, I'm your best friend. No, like what? Like not like for real. Like,
I'm not.
You should be. No. Listen to me. You should be able to tell. Like, what can you not tell me in this relationship?
They will tell you everything.
What can you not tell me?
That does not constitute as a best friend just because you can.
No,
tell
it does.
Everything.
No, it does.
That's not what a best friend is.
Tell me what a best friend is, Sam.
I mean, it depends. It's whatever I need at the moment.
What?
Nah, breeze. You can't get away with that.
What about? Yo, you even talk? Shout out your girl again.
I'm saying in a certain context.
No. Before you start talking, shout out your girl again, please, to let her know that she.
Bro, he didn't even got nothing to say.
Listen. I'm saying.
Just tell her.
In a certain
she listening.
In a certain context, right? I'm saying in a certain context. Obviously, everything's have parameters, but what I'm saying is that I don't necessarily subscribe to the idea of I'm my girlfriend's best friend. I'm not your best friend. And to be completely honest, I don't want to be your best friend.
Because you're just a woman.
No. But do you know what I want to be? I want to be your man. I want to be your boyfriend, your husband, your provider.
Best friend?
Yeah, I'm not your best friend. No, don't treat me like your best friend. Treat me
what
with
that
the
even mean, Sam?
That means treat me with the respect I deserve as a husband and as a man.
You don't know what it means.
Yes, I do. I'm telling you what it means. I'm legit. I'm not your best. But why are you your wife's best friend? Tell me, Mills.
Because
What?
Because when you a best friend is somebody you go to when you got problems, when you got issues, when you're just trying to vent.
I go to the Lord.
Somebody you can depend on.
I go to Jesus. He's fine. Trust me. I don't know if y'all do that.
We clearly understand who you. This is so funny.
I'm just saying, like, I don't want when people like. I'm not saying my wife can't come to me. I'm just saying I'm not your best friend. And that's fine. We can have the best of relationship and me not be your best friend. And we could talk about everything.
Okay, let me say this. That's the way. I'm not discrediting your way, but for me, the most optimal way for me is because you with that person majority of their day, their life, their time. So whatever happening, you probably have something to do with it. No, or something. So it's like, why even take that? Why? Let's figure this out amongst us. Why take it to somebody? It don't matter. We can move on. But that's why I say ultimately, I think being the best friend is the optimal way, because it's like y'all help each other. Y'all build on each other. You know what I mean?
I think that, but hear me if you will. Hear me if you will. Mike, Tia is your best friend, right?
Mm-hmm.
You do not talk to her every day, right?
No.
When y'all see each other, it is as if nothing has ever happened.
No time has passed.
And that's what I mean, right? There are multiple ways of friendship, and people can see each other all the time, right? But what I'm saying by best friend, right? I can consider each one of you my best friend. We don't necessarily talk every day, but we can get on the phone. It's like, okay, we can talk about this, and this. You know how I am, blah, 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 blah. That's not what I need my girlfriend. And I don't want a best friend that's so close to the situation. That is not my best friend. That is someone who I am intimate with. That is someone who I love dearly. That's a whole different type of relationship. It's a different type of love. That does not mean it doesn't have elements of a great friendship. I'm not saying it doesn't have elements of a great friendship, but I do not consider that person my best friend, because the reality is that my best friends are going to hear the good, bad, and the ugly that I don't want to tell her. And if we're going to talk about it, we can talk about it. But if we're not going to talk about it, then don't talk about it.
That's what I'm saying. The more she become your best friend, the more you able to those things you can just say.
But I'm not telling my wife everything.
Well, that's where you at. I'm moving towards telling her more and more. No, I'm moving towards telling her more and more.
I said everything.
I'm moving the ledge.
You sure?
It's not everything yet, but I tell her more than anybody else, and I tell her more than anybody else in this world times 1,000.
Okay, I'm not denying that.
So like, she my best friend. Like ultimately, like to think about it, you know what I mean? Like, to think about it. You want to give titles to other people, but to really think about it, it's like, I really talked to her.
Anything that has to do with me, if we have a conversation, Preach, and you tell me something, I may tell Rad what you told me, but I may not necessarily tell her what you told me. You know what I'm saying? But besides anything that got to do with me, between if it's work, anything I got going on with my brother, anything I got going on with my mom, anything I got going on with the pod, see, hear a lot of that.
True,
for sure.
Absolutely, as she should.
But you're taking it from almost like a CEO, executive assistant role, which that works too. Some people take that type of I'm the president, you're the VP, you hear from advice, you're a person I talk to get all my stuff out. I mean, we not friends, everything. You
said my wife?
We not best friends.
Girl? No.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that we are not friends, right? I but what I'm saying is that I do not consider her my best friend. That does not mean we do not have communication about everything.
Mm-hmm.
That does not mean
I hear you.
we can't hang out every day and spend every ounce of time together. That is not what I'm saying. But what I am saying is that there are certain things, there's certain things you tell certain people. Am I wrong?
Let me ask you this. Do y'all crack jokes on each other?
Absolutely.
Okay.
She got
I get it. She a friend that's just better than all other friends. Got it.
She's my that's not it. She
I get it.
She's not even in that category. She's in a whole nother category.
She's transcended.
It's not even everybody's here. She's there.
Best friend is adjective.
Exactly. She's over here.
I get what you're saying.
Even close.
I want to clean up.
I won't. What I'm saying is I'm not going to demean her as my best friend.
Clean up.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not demeaning her. I won't put her in a best friend role. Yeah. But what I'm gonna do is that's a queen. You know what I'm saying? That's somebody that I put on a pedestal. You know what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying?
This is good.
Because the reality is people can go through best friends. You know what I'm saying? I only want one queen. You feel me?
Charlotte's Web up there.
There you go.
You feel me?
Good one.
Devontae Wright in 3rd grade was my best friend. Devontae
out
Wright
to
is
Devontae
not.
Wright.
Shout out to my guy. He's not my best friend right now. You know what I'm saying? But this person that I'm with, this is. You know what I'm saying?
Been your queen since 3rd grade?
No, not at all.
I hate it.
I don't know why you had to go through past things.
Yeah, I'm crying.
Shout out to Tierra
Alright.
Barry.
Oh
So-
my God.
Yo,
Trina.
He just throwing it.
You know what I'm saying?
So this wow.
You back in.
We ain't gonna talk
Right.
about Grammar School. We ain't talking about Grammar School. I'm
Yeah,
chilling.
shout
I'm
out.
chilling.
Shout out to them.
Yes. We are like you're like 20 minutes in, but this is We Think It's a Sports Show. I'm your host, Mike D. I'm here with the guys. What's good, Millie? You good over there, Millie?
Bro, I'm stressing, bro. Like, word of advice, man. When y'all go to a hotel, bring your own like modem and your own internet, man, because this internet trash.
You don't got no hotspot?
bro.
You don't got hotspot?
Like, I'm really. Nah, man. Hotspot costs a little extra money on the bill.
Yo, Mills. Yo,
Alright,
yo,
y'all-
yo. Let me
y'all
say this.
already-
Mills,
y'all-
Mills. You gotta stop being cheap. Why are you so cheap?
He's not.
And
Mills
that's
is weird,
and that's
but
the
he's not
thing.
cheap.
Mills, you just told everybody on the pod that you know what I'm saying. Everybody in Buffalo is straight hot trash. I'm with
Peons.
all the bougie people in Atlanta. We out here in nice
Okay.
neighborhoods, going to nice
You even
restaurants.
lucky I
You know what I'm
I
saying?
came back. I
For
almost,
sure.
I almost moved there that day. He lucky we see him.
I live in Orchard.
Again.
Yeah, I live in Orchard Park. I'm not living nowhere near y'all. Yaddy dotty dotty dotty. But yet and still, you want to talk about how much hotspot is, and made that
2.5 hour commute to the city. Like you bougie as hell, man.
And what's
We
funny
know
is
you.
the crazy thing is you paying for hotspot, but Nut ain't tell you. That was the problem. You actually
paying
paying
for
for
Nut
it.
Not got
You paying for Nut Spot, his real
I
spot.
got 2 Xboxes in the PlayStation. Yo, you definitely got hot spot going on over there. All them systems he
Hey,
playing.
y'all boy.
Definitely
boys
the
wild.
hotspot, bro.
My guy Rad is also here. What's good with you, brother Rad?
Oh man, we in the intro.
What's good?
That's why.
Yeah.
What's good?
Yeah.
What's good, everybody? I'm good, man. I'm ready to pod, man. Ready to pod.
That's it. I mean, he said we've been doing it for about 30 minutes already. And my brother, my guy, my point guard, my guy, 2010, man. Preach. How you doing, man?
I'm good, man. I can't complain, man. Straight up.
Yo, bro, it's crazy, bro. Like Westbrook putting up some of your numbers.
Listen,
I'm in high school.
I'm glad you brought that up, Mike. Russell Westbrook right now, if he does not have another assist, if he does not have another point, if he does not have another rebound, he'll have a triple-double season. And that's about 10 games left. It speaks for itself. And I'm gonna just say this. I didn't want to say it, but at the same time, it needs to be said. Russell Westbrook is putting himself in a conversation where he's a top 20 player of all time. And the reality is that we cannot. Hold on. What am I lying?
Yeah, you are, but you can finish.
How
I'll
am I
let you.
lying? I'm just saying we cannot dismiss what he is doing. What he is
Nobody's
doing.
dismissing it.
I'm just saying what he is doing is nothing short of amazing.
Well, I am.
Some of the greatest things that I ever seen in my life. Some of the greatest basketball. And that's just the facts. But I actually need to stand here and document this so it can be on record. So when we look back 30 years from now, we're going to have this episode where Sam is telling everybody what they should have said at that particular time.
Yeah, but if you don't win, it's not gonna be the same. Like we know what it is. We know how it is. The numbers is great. The numbers is great. But the numbers is great. But I bet you if Oscar Robertson had more rings, we talk about Oscar Robertson even more. You know what I mean? Like Oscar Robert comes up for the triple double, but besides that, he don't come up as much. You know what I mean? So like the numbers are great, but you gotta win. You gotta have some. You gotta have something behind that. You gotta win. You have to win. The
I
greatest
agree.
players of all time, the top 10, win a lot. You know, not even like you win a lot. It's like you're there all the time.
There's
And you win a
nobody
lot.
in the top 10 with no rings.
I didn't say he was top 10. I did not say he was top 10.
But when you
Like,
get to 11 through 20, they all gonna have some rings too.
He's a top 25 player, man.
No, he's not.
Yes,
Sam.
he
Like you
is.
got to take people out to put him in. I'm sorry, he's good. He good to numbers. He's one of
Russell Westbrook
He's gonna be
is-
remembered for that.
Where
You can be remembered
is he
for that.
of this generation?
Thank you. He not like right now. You would take Dame Lillard over him. Would
I
you
would
not?
not. I would not. I think I
Yeah, it's lying.
I honestly believe that Russell Westbrook is better than Chris Paul all time.
Oh, okay, now we're going too far.
I honestly
now we
believe
just
that wholeheartedly.
talking.
Now we're going too far.
I honestly believe that wholeheartedly. That Russell Westbrook is better than Chris Paul all time. Why is he not? Tell me why he's not.
because he's not.
But why
Everywhere-
though?
What does for a team
And
what
Russell
Westbrook
Westbrook don't
does
like.
for a team.
Like what are we talking about? Yo, bro, what do we be talking about, bro?
Yo, we see what he's doing to Phoenix. We see what he did to OKC.
Everywhere he go, the team improves.
And Russell Westbrook don't.
No,
How? They went to a finals.
Houston was worse with Chris Paul versus Russell Westbrook. Houston teams.
Yo.
Who was the better team? Let's answer that, Sam.
Russell Westbrook. What do you mean?
You just lying. All right.
How?
Now you gonna lie. If you gonna lie, we can move on.
How am I lying? How am I lying?
Because I said what Houston team is better, the Russell Westbrook team or the Chris Paul team that went to the Western Conference Finals.
Russell Westbrook.
Who was the better team?
Probably would have won if he didn't get hurt.
Russell Westbrook is better.
You're not answering the question. Okay, cool.
That's that's a hard no for me. Sounds like a hard no for Rad too. But I do
respect him though.
I seen that come up today. Somebody said that because somebody said Westbrook would be the best player to never win a ring, and then people came and let him know about Iverson and Barkley and a couple other people.
He's not even better than James Harden. He's just like he's.
I didn't
not.
say he
Like,
was better than James Harden. I just say he was.
I'm saying he
better
don't
than
got
Paul.
a ring.
So, but we're gonna get into basketball a little later. I wanted to start with the draft because I do love the draft. One of my favorite events. So I want to just recap it with y'all boys. What y'all thought about what was stupid, what was good, some good picks. The Bills at 30 took 2 DNs in the first round, second round. I know you talked about that on Overdue Bills, so go check that out. But let me start, man, because running backs. Y'all know my beef with running backs.
Yep.
And especially in the first round, I didn't want the Bills to go anywhere, neither Najee or Etienne. And luckily they went before him. Pittsburgh let Connor go, which I guess I will talk about that later. And then the Jaguars got Etienne. I just don't get what Urban Myers was thinking. Right? Was James Robinson was that not enough to think about, okay, maybe we don't need to draft a first round running back. We have a guy that we undrafted last year that put up some of the best fantasy numbers of the. If you had James Robinson, you won your league.
True. But
I just don't get, do they think it's a fluke, or do they think that Travis Etienne about to be that much better and he about to just come make them 10 times better than whatever James Robinson was going to do for them?
I don't think that the Travis Etienne was a bad pick per se, as far as the talent is concerned. I think he's more talented than James Robinson. That's a fact.
Faster, at least.
Yeah, he's more of a game changer. But the reality is, James Robinson broke down at the end of the season. So you should never have a shortage of talent on your team, right? People can say the same thing about what's his name from Big Trust? What's his name? Mark Ingram. And Alvin Kamara. Granted, it was difference of where they were picked.
Yes, that's the point, though.
But at the same time, the talent of it is like you can't argue with it, right? A 2-back system is tantamount if your name is not Christian McCaffrey or Derrick Henry. But my point is, I think that they could have picked some other players to shore up some things. But at the same time, maybe he knows something about Trevor Lawrence. Maybe he thinks Trevor Lawrence is not as good as he think he is, and he needs more help in the running back position. I'm not sure.
And that is his running back.
Yeah, so maybe that was the thing.
I don't know. I think it's just, I guess where they gonna probably try to focus the team is gonna run. I think they're gonna be. I assume they're gonna be a running team. You know what I mean? Just they're gonna want to run the ball often. You know, because you're gonna want to feed both those mouths. And I think it's had a lot to do with amount of draft picks they had because I think they picked them at 25 and then they had 33. And I think if you wanted them in the second round, it's one of those things. You know what I mean? It was like if you wanted him, if this, maybe you shouldn't have wanted them. That's what you're saying. You probably just shouldn't have wanted him at all. But if you wanted him, I think that at 25, because if you believe in the Bills right there, if you think the Bills was gonna take him, I don't know what they was thinking. You like, all right, we want him. We probably should get him at 33 or a little trade back and get him back then. But at 25, we guaranteeing that we getting the guy we want. So I'm not necessarily too mad at it, but I understand because James Robinson,
I'm glad they did
he was
it.
a dog.
I love
the dog.
teams in the AFC.
He was a dog. So I mean,
well, even with Pittsburgh, right? Najee Harris, I knew they were going to draft him because he just seemed like a Pittsburgh running back. But they just had Connor, who was also undrafted, who they felt comfortable letting Lev Bell go. And when did Lev Bell get picked?
Third round,
Third round. I
I
just
think third or fourth, something like that. I believe.
and I'm glad, right? I want running backs to get picked in the first round because I want everybody to get their money. But I just don't understand why teams keep doing it, especially Pittsburgh, who just had running backs that was round 3 or later just ball for them. And they got backups on their team already right now. But whatever. So that's just me, my running back spell. It's been a while since I talked about it. So I appreciate y'all letting me vent. What did y'all find interesting at the joint? Anything?
I think overall that first day, I think it was just a good draft. I don't know if that makes sense. Like I was entertained. I don't know if I've been entertained like that in a draft in a while, but it was just an entertaining draft, right? When Trey Lance went off the board, it was like, wow, Trey Lance went off the board. Like everything about it, how they dressed, the whole Mac Jones, how everybody seemed to get the guy they wanted, almost in a sense, like everybody got. It wasn't no like, dang. Only person I could see that is maybe the Giants mad that even that in itself. The trade with the Giants, the Cowboys, and Philly trading each other to just block the Giants. Even that was entertainment. Like all of it, honestly, was entertainment. All the quarterbacks and everything. You know what I mean? So I just like this draft, especially that day one for me was just a good draft. Like the NFL was, they king. I mean, they did a good job. They started off their season good.
Absolutely, I like the draft. The quarterbacks made it for me. The movement in the draft. And just the overall presentation of it, I thought it was nice. You know what I mean? Seeing those players together, and for me, it was
all of them was teammates. All Alabama was there.
That was I thought that was very, very interesting that they all played together, and not that they played together, but it was a lot of like fathers that played in the league, man, or that was professional players. It was insane. Yeah. Like every time a player was like, "Oh, this guy played in CFL," or "This guy played," it was a this round draft pick. And I thought that was amazing. Right, because like obviously we're at that age where you're looking back on it's like, man, it's been 40. They're 40, 50 years old, and they looking back. They got a 20-year-old son going into the league, 21-year-old son going into the league, and that's happening more and more now, especially in the NBA, NFL, and just all across the board. I think it's nothing short of amazing.
I agree, man. I can't say nothing about that. I think that was dope.
All right. Any more draft stuff you don't want to talk about before we move on?
Yeah, I got a question. Which quarterback, let's say this year, which quarterback this year you think will have the greatest impact? You know what I mean? Like be the most successful.
Probably Trevor Lawrence. And the only reason why I say that is because I think he's gonna have if he is who he says he is, I think it's gonna be like this. Trevor Lawrence is gonna have a season like the guy from not San Diego, but the Chargers. What's his name?
Justin Herbert? You think so?
I think he's gonna have those type of numbers. Is what I'm saying. Like I think he's going to put up numbers. They're not gonna win.
So we
games.
should draft him.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Oh, okay.
I think he's gonna put up numbers, but I do believe that Justin Fields will have the bigger impact from the standpoint of the Chicago Bears will make the playoffs, and he will be the starting quarterback of that team. I do believe that. So like when we look back on it, it's gonna be like a Lamar Jackson situation. How you know what I'm saying? It's just like Lamar. He made the playoffs quick. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, in reality, that was the biggest impact. That doesn't mean he had the best stats, quote unquote, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. I'm equated more to like a Deshaun Watson type of deal. I think he gonna, it's like, you know what I mean? I think he's me personally. I think he was the second best quarterback. I think the Zach Wilson thing, it can work. Sure, I'm not saying it won't work, but I think he's better. I think he's better than he's right now better than Trey Lance. I understand Trey Lance ceiling is great. I think right now he's better than Zach Wilson, but I guess going forward, they think they can make those guys better. But I think I'm gonna go with Justin Fields. I think Chicago, he got a weapon. He got Allen Robinson, who's a dog. Allen Robinson is a great wide receiver. You know what I mean? He gonna have the running game came on last year. So if Montgomery gonna be better, we'll see any mobile. And I think Nagy is just gonna be super creative this year.
Right.
You know what I mean? I think he's just gonna he gonna want to redo Trubisky. It's like he's just gonna want to reach. He gonna try to make Fields be the best he can be. I think it's just the motivation for the organization, for Nagy, for the GM to have on Fields. I think it's just gonna be they're gonna put everything for him to succeed. So I'm gonna go with Fields.
So do Fields go first in fantasy then?
No,
This year, no.
Trevor Lawrence.
Well,
Trevor.
Trevor Lawrence.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, it's Trevor. Because Trevor guaranteed. Like I think
You said the Jazz gonna be a running team.
Yeah, but he's guaranteed 3,800 yards passing.
No, he's guaranteed to start every game. Like,
Yeah.
Okay.
Fields, even though I think Fields gonna play, but I won't be shocked if they just gonna maybe play Andy Dalton for a game. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Trevor Lawrence is gonna play every game. There's no way he's not playing every single game. Him and Zach Wilson is probably gonna play every single game.
Bar injury, I mean, he's guaranteed like 4,000 yards, like 37, 38, like around there. Like he's guaranteed.
Probably gonna run. He gonna run probably like 3 or 4.
Yeah. Like he's guaranteed.
I mean, if y'all gonna tell me he gonna have that season and they're gonna be a running team, they might be like a good team.
Yeah, but like Austin, what I mean
No.
by that, he said running team. I think they're going to utilize their running backs. That doesn't necessarily mean they're going to run the ball 40 times. I think they're going to see a lot of Travis Etienne outside the backfield. Austin Eckler role. I think he's going to have an Austin Eckler role.
No, that just means they're gonna be being positioned to either score a lot. You know what I mean? Like
They're not going to score a lot.
not score a lot, but like literally be playing from behind. Their defense is terrible.
Yeah.
Like the defense is terrible. Like if Gardner Minshew played, he probably would throw for 39. The whole season, he probably would throw for 3,900 yards. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, if he would have played the whole year, like Gardner Minshew has some good. If he played the whole year, it probably would have got you 3,800 yards and whatever. You know what I mean? It would have got you that with James Robinson. So they got the numbers to support what we saying they're gonna do. It's not gonna be nothing crazy though. No.
Right.
They ain't gonna win. I don't think. I mean, they never know.
Well, fantasy. I can't wait for fantasy. Where my belt at? I can't wait for fantasy. I'm in it's not a dynasty league, but we keep 3 keepers, and so I'm about to get started with that shortly. So I'm ready. I mentioned I got to win our league for sure this year. So all right, so let's get into preach guy Aaron Rodgers, because he been wilding. Pretty much he said that he's not playing for Green Bay. He will retire or something like that. I don't know. I guess he's trying to pull a Deshaun Watson. So let's see what happens with him.
Let's hope not.
Yeah, I will exactly. So let me share my sound because I want to let y'all listen to something. Something I just found on the internet. This is Terry Bradshaw talking about Aaron Rodgers.
Oh my God!
Rodgers is not happy with the organization. There's a chasm between the two. Does Rodgers have a right to be this upset with the Packers?
With him being that upset shows me just how weak he is. Who the hell cares who you draft?
Oh my God!
I mean, he's a 3-time MVP in the league, and he's worried about this guy they drafted last year at number 1. Now, I don't know what was said behind the scenes. I don't know what.
Well, listen like a minute.
If he said, look, I'll play this year, and then I want out of here, and they said, fine. Then he's the MVP in the league. I don't know. None of us know. Unless he told some insiders, and they're saying it. I don't hear it.
Fair use.
And for him to be upset, my God, I don't understand that. Pittsburgh drafted Mark Malone, number 1, Cliff Stout in the 3rd or 4th round. I had him coming at me from all angles.
Fair use.
I embraced it because when we went to practice, I wasn't worried about those guys. You know, it didn't scare me a bit.
So that's Rad Boy Terry Bradshaw. So
Okay.
let y'all react to that. What y'all think? Was that fair or foul?
It
was fair.
Yeah, okay.
It was fair. I think coming from Terry Bradshaw point of view, because where he at is where he at. He talking about back then. You know what I mean? Like for him to even, I'm not trying to saw his intelligence or something like that. But if you ask him a football question about football, right? And we talking about when he's playing in the 70s, right? So we talking about, it's not even the same game. It's just not the same. It's not the same thing. You know what I mean? Maybe on a field, it's similarities, maybe, but it's total up and down. Business wise, it's just not the same. So he has a point far as life, anybody that you should just have the attitude that you're gonna beat out anybody, blah 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 blah. Yes, you can spout that, and I definitely I can hear that. I'm here. I will listen to him. He an OG. I'm gonna listen to you. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, Aaron Rodgers, bro, like he don't got him. I mean, it's a lot of things. I think it's a lot of things. Do you want to get into? You just want to talk about the comments, or you want to get?
No, let's get into it. Let's get into it.
For me, Aaron Rodgers, like it's accumulation of things, right? He don't got no more guaranteed money on his deal, right? He 37. 37. You did draft a quarterback in the first round. So what he doing is like he trying to take some leverage back. It's no, if you draft a quarterback in the first round, I have no more guarantees. You control if I play here or not. Like you tell me if I'm going to get cut or am I going to extend you money? Like you control all that. And that having the feeling of not having no guaranteed money, like as to being the great quarterback you is, and they not really listen to you on like Tom Brady got everybody in the world to Tampa. Like he got everybody he wanted to go to Tampa. And if I'm Aaron Rodgers, I can't get one player, a player, or something like that. So it's a combination of things. And I for me, I side with Aaron on his side because it's like
because that's your name.
Yeah, shout out to A-Rod. But I side with him on this because like I want to control my own destiny. I want to if I don't got this guaranteed money, you ain't telling me I'm playing here for the next 3 years until I decide I want to retire. And you gonna put it in your hands and not mine? He don't have a no trade clause either. Somehow that was fire your agent, Aaron Rodgers. That's craziness. So you can dictate that. Now that's the norm for Terry Bradshaw. That's normal for you, bro. Like that, duh. But now that's not normal no more. That's not the norm here. Like I dictate. You got these quarterbacks, especially the Russells, the Watsons, the Mahomes. They dictate way more than Terry Bradshaw can even understand. I think.
Yeah,
so,
he never thought.
It's just not this. It's just they getting 300. They just get a lot of money, and having a quarterback like that. Only way you can compete. It doesn't even guarantee you a ring. It guarantees you
consistency.
Consistency. Just being relevancy. Yeah. If you don't have one, you're not relevant. You know what I mean? It's like that's how it go.
I agree with Rat. He said it best. I really don't have anything to add.
It's not much to really add to that. That motherfucker covered it from every goddamn angle there was. Not bad. All right, so we'll see. Hopefully he doesn't end up in the AFC. I heard the Raiders. I heard Broncos. Hopefully he goes like San Fran or something. No need.
I don't know. I don't know where it was a good spot for him to go because San Fran just drafted.
Lance. I mean, I don't know if Lance is ready to play. I mean, they said Josh wasn't ready to play. I can't imagine how Trey Lance he played 16 games or something.
Right.
So we'll see. I guess I had this down. We could talk about it real quick. I mean, I don't like what Tom Brady's doing. I don't like how he trying to drag my man Bill Belichick name through the mud. Kiss the ring. Because Edelman retired and he was on some panel. I don't know. This panel was weird. I think D Wade was on it. Deion Sanders, Tom Brady, Edelman, some people, I don't know. Yeah. But pretty much he said that Edelman didn't want to retire. But he just didn't want to tell Bill he wanted to leave and come to Tampa like I did. I just feel like that's an unnecessary shot that Brady took at my guy Bill. And I just don't understand what's up with your like Tom Brady don't know how to win with some great speech.
I don't mind it. I think you gotta say what you gotta say. The hell with Bill.
We didn't want Kobe and Phil to be arguing, right? It was good when they got back together, won them more rings, and they were because you want to say Mike and Phil, you want to say Kobe and Phil, you want to say Pop and Tim and them, right? Yeah. It's the coaches, the togetherness.
Mike,
Harv and Jim.
It's a different situation.
Mike. What?
Can I switch this to like not being football and bring it to like relationships or something? You got old joint, new joint on your arm. You showing out. You want her to see like you see what I'm doing. You know what I mean? I got the new thing. You know what I mean? You see what I'm doing. So it's the same. I think I equate it to that. It's that feeling like, bro, I'm over here winning. I got everything I want here in Tampa. You over there trying to get Mac Jones and Cam Newton. Do you do your thoughts? You do what you gotta do, Bill.
Cam Newton
Bill, you do what you gotta do. I'm down here in Tampa, son. Sipping on what I'm sipping on.
We drunk on boats.
Both the hoes, man.
Nah, I don't like that. I don't like the shots, my guy Bill. All right, so we could get into the association. I watched a decent amount of basketball this weekend. I didn't have any tickets in. I'm on a little break. Let's just say that. My fortunes have not been good. Preach. If my fortunes have not been good, but so I'm taking a little break. I'm gonna hit it back strong. Pause in 2 weeks. So, but let's talk about the weekend. A lot of boys went off. Preach guy Westbrook went off. I seen Tatum went off for 60. He had the Wilt to Still 100 joint. Y'all seen that? Yeah. I thought that was kind of corny.
It was definitely corny.
It was like, come on, bro. Like you had 60. Like that's been done.
Yeah.
So, but who y'all think had the best weekend?
Steph.
Steph. What Steph do?
I don't know. He just been great. He just had the great. He had the greatest April. He just put up 40 against Pelicans yesterday. Steph, and they need every win because they in a 10 seed, a 9. They fighting for a play-in.
They're gonna make.
So they need every win. And Steph's just been going off, and it's almost like it's like he did. It's like another level for me. When you watch him, if you're watching Steph, it's like what he's doing seems like you can do it for a game, or you know what I mean. But it's like, wow, in and out every day, you're taking these shots, and everybody know in the gym that you're going to shoot it, and you're making them at this clip. It's just like it's literally the greatest shooter I've ever seen. But it's like past that. It's like this is literally the greatest. Like it's literally the greatest shooter you've ever seen. It's like it's past that though. You know what I mean? I think so.
No. I watched him against the Pelicans. It is
different.
It is something that we have never seen before. That is true.
We just never seen it before.
I agree with that. Like what Steph is doing is something that we have never seen. Like just the sheer. I'm just looking at him like dribbling up the court, and I'm like, yo, he about to make. Yes, I was like, yo, he's about to make this.
Imagine checking him.
He can pull from right now.
But I'll say this.
Right
we've never seen it at this high of a level, but I've seen people have range, right? That's not like I've actually seen people have range.
Molly had
that's what I'm
range,
saying. Like I've seen people have, but to this clip,
this is
and
crazy.
For him to hit like at the rate that he's hitting, he's like almost like a 50-50 90 guy. Or something silly like that.
Yeah,
it's like it's insane numbers.
And then like the level of difficulty, it's like he coming off screens, his feet not really set.
Yeah, double
it's the
team.
creativeness. It's the creativeness. Triple team one time. He was triple team and just walked to the rim and hit a layup, a floater. It's like, yo, this dude is crazy. I don't know.
He's all time.
It's different.
He's a top. He's a top 10 player of all time. It's
different.
Player.
It's just different. He's just he in his prime and it's different. So yeah.
But Russell Westbrook had the best weekend, I would say. Just to say that though.
I think Luka had a crazy weekend.
Luka did too.
And shout out to the Milwaukee Bucks beating
the Nets. Giannis
had a good game.
Yeah,
KD had a good game too. Yeah,
KD been balling too.
Nah, the Nets.
They've been good basketball.
The Knicks been balling.
Shout out to Julius Randle. Shout out to Julius Randle. He don't get enough love. Julius Randle is he's a top 6 player this year.
Top 5 MVP. I give him top 5.
Top 5 MVP for sure. I
mentioned him because my tickets, bro. He was money on my tickets.
Oh, absolutely.
Give me that 23 over. Give me the 7 rebounds over. Give me the 5 assists over. He's money every single game, bro.
He's first team
All NBA. If he wasn't for Jokic, he would be talking about more because he like not doing what Jokic is doing on another level.
Well,
but he's
MVP.
doing. Yes, I'm saying, but he's doing Jokic like things. Like he's. You know what I mean? He's controlling the whole game. Like I'm the best player on the floor. 99 out, he's the best player on the floor, and that's crazy to say for Julius Randle.
I want some credit because once D Rose got signed there, I came in. I had my random D Rose and Tibbs stat. Like yo,
D Rose and baller too.
They're together, they win. I don't know what it is. D Rose just must know exactly what Tibbs want them to do, and he run his system better than
Taj Gibson. Shout out Taj Gibson. You know he get tick. He get tick. Taj Gibson get tick.
No, he do. Like Tibbs got his players, man. His
He
players,
got him.
he stick with Taj and he stick with Derrick Rose. He loves those two players.
He stick
loves
him.
players.
Like he would like the starters. Peyton and Nerlens would not get back in the game if they playing good. Like if they playing good, they going 35 minutes, and Erford Payton going 15. Like he just not like they not getting back in the game.
And like they play defense too, man. Like
they number one defense in the league.
Yeah, then let's get
They
in.
number one defense in the league.
Boss.
Shout out RJ Barrett. He's not getting talked about, but he's been like he's not. You know, I don't know if he's gonna be transcendent like Zion. Obviously, he's not. But for what he is, he's doing good.
Yeah,
you know, shout out RJ Barrett.
The Knicks, they balling. They are balling. So I was watching LeBron first game when he came back from his ankle. Brad, LeBron had like the worst 5 minutes of basketball I ever see him play. Like he threw a pass in the stand. He fell. He missed an easy layup. Drummond just missed. He airballed a dunk. It was like the Washington Generals. But I think he got it together. They ended up losing that game, I believe.
They say he out for the next couple games too.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
Really? So he wasn't ready, probably.
Yeah, that's what he's saying. That's what he's saying. For the ankle. That's for the ankle.
Ooh-wee. Okay, so that's crazy. All right, well, hopefully LeBron be able to come back and play because I want to talk about the playoffs because he complained about it, and he said that if whoever created it is to be fired, which I thought like LeBron, you have to know you got you got some power, right? Like that motherfucker can really get fired. Oh
yeah, that's why I said it.
You can't fire Adam Silver.
That's why he said it.
But Adam Silver made it.
LeBron knows.
So what's your thing about him saying that?
I'm gonna be honest here. A moment of transparency. Anytime LeBron talk, sometimes I get mad because he just be so corny to me sometimes. Like that, I just be like, bro, what are you talking about? It's always like bro, why you always complaining, bro? You LeBron James, shut up.
He's calculated.
Yeah, but it's calculated and it's like I get it. It's passive aggressive. I get him, so I get it. And you got that power, you gonna wield it, bro. Why not? If I was there, I probably would wield it. But I mean, bro, you just saying that because you in the 6th seed. If when you got hurt, if Lakers was 1 seed, you would not care.
You
it's
wouldn't
that simple.
think about it.
You wouldn't think about it. So, bro, so you're just not being fair. And I think you know, if you're the best team, if you're LeBron James, it don't matter. You're gonna beat whoever you know. What I mean, it don't matter. You're just gonna beat the team. You know what I mean? It's gonna be a team you should beat. So, but I understand where you're coming from. But if he was 1 seed, it wouldn't matter. So it's like, whatever, LeBron.
So do you like the playing game?
I want to see it. I want to see it. I want to see it this year. I want to see how it feel. You know what I mean? I want to reserve judgment here, but I think, you know, honestly, it makes right now will be people resting and probably really don't care. Maybe the couple people fighting for the AFC, something like that. But now every game matter because people trying to jockey, people trying to get out of the playing game. Like, so every game matter right now. So
people trying to get out of the playing game?
Meaning to get in the 6th seed.
Trying to get in the 6th seed.
Oh, I think you meant like drop down to 12.
Oh no.
Like what?
People not like you trying to get to the 6th seed instead of you trying to get to 8. No, you're trying to get to the 6 because
you know, that's why I like it because it make the 7-6 interesting and it make the 10-11 interesting.
Well, the playing game is gonna be fun. I mean, like the Warriors gonna play the Lakers probably or something like that. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's right now and that's why he probably mad.
And, Portland is 7, Golden State is 8, Memphis is 9, and San Antonio is 10. So that's what they're playing.
Yeah, and it keeps fluctuating.
Yeah, and then for right now, for the East, Boston is 7, Charlotte is 8. Shout out to Melo. Melo came back. He looking good. Pacers are 9, and the Wizards are 10. Okay, so I get some Westbrook action. Okay, I like that. I'm cool with that. Yeah, the Toronto 3 games back. It looked like,
but honestly, like it's kind of like. It makes it more good for all the other teams because it's 20 teams that play essentially getting to the postseason. You know what I mean? That's a lot of teams. You know what I mean? That means, you know, if you don't make it, you kind of like you got to think that you're bad. Like, you know what I mean? Like, there's no way around it. 10 teams from each side. It's like,
so who do y'all think make it from the East? Y'all just want to do 1 through 6, or you don't want to talk about the bubble teams?
You saying make it as in what though?
I guess y'all want to say one. Y'all want to talk about 1 through 6 or talk 1 through 10?
Make the playoffs.
I think that the Wizards is gonna make it.
Okay, so you think the Wizards are gonna be the 10th?
Yep.
10th seed.
I mean, I think they're gonna like be in the playing game. They're gonna be the 8th seed.
The playing game they're gonna get in. Okay.
Yes, that's what I'm
saying.
They go,
who gonna get in? Who gonna get? Okay, let's do one. Okay, yeah, who gonna get in?
That's what I'm saying.
Well, I think I gotta go Boston. I mean, Boston. I think Boston and I'm gonna go Boston and Charlotte. I'm just a big fan of the Ball family.
7-8, that's
And LaMelo came back. Hopefully he still get that Rookie of the Year. So yeah, I'm going Charlotte. I'm going Charlotte. I'm going Boston. To win them play-in games.
Yeah.
On the East.
Dude. Can Boston and the Wizards make it?
Yeah.
Against like 7 and 10. I don't know the format. Can you explain the format to me if I know it?
Even
I think
if 7 loses to 10, 7 still has another game to play.
Mhm.
They can get the 8th seed, so then they got to beat the winner of that team
Okay.
of the 9 and 10 or 9 and whatever.
So
you get what I'm saying?
8 or 9, they lose, they go home almost essentially. Okay.
And if 10 win, they play the winner
winner
of that,
of
and then you get what I'm
Boston.
saying?
Okay. Yeah, I got you. All right, cool. All right, so yeah. So I would love for the Wizards to beat Boston and Boston to beat whoever, and the Wizards to beat 10, because I do want to see Westbrook in the playoffs and see what he can do, to see if he could do any damage in the East, since he couldn't do any in the West. And how about in the West? Who do you think gonna make it over here?
Golden State and Portland.
Yeah,
Those are locks. Yeah, those are locks.
Yeah, I'm good with that. I like Ja, but I don't need to see him over Dame or Steph.
No.
And I don't need to see the Spurs at all.
Yeah.
So I'm good on that. Yeah. All right. Is that all we got on the association, fellas? Anything else you want to cover before we move on?
NBA now.
All right, quick boxing. Because I do want to get into the culture. Floyd Mayweather versus Logan Paul, June 6th on Showtime, pay-per-view.
On Showtime?
On Showtime.
Oh, like Floyd treating this like a fight.
It's not sanctioned, obviously. I don't think it's sanctioned. I don't think it's Nevada. I think they're doing it in Miami. But yes, it's on Showtime and it's on pay-per-view.
Wow.
So it's not Triller, it's Showtime. So
I mean that makes sense thinking about it because it's Floyd, but I just didn't think he gonna put all his obviously gonna put all his power behind it. Obviously,
if you had to make a list of things that you rather see than Floyd Mayweather fight Logan Paul, what number you think you could get to?
Infinity and beyond.
Like, yo, why is Floyd doing this?
I would rather watch paint dry.
Okay, so let's not assume Floyd is broke. Let's take that off the table. Why else will he be doing this?
To make money. I'm not against that.
Just to make money.
I would be saying that I am not against Floyd doing this to get money. It's not like people do it. People do it all the time. And listen, I don't think it's degrading the sport. I think that if this degrades the sport, then you're not smart enough to understand what the sport is.
Would you want to see Michael Jordan play LeVar Ball?
Sure, if that's what he wanted to do. I mean, if he could make it, if they was raising money for something, I don't care.
People watch that.
It'll be hilarious.
We didn't watch that one, Mike.
Yeah, that would be amazing.
Yo, LeVar, like, I'm going skins, baby.
Yeah. We didn't watch that.
Yeah. But I'm saying, like, I don't think it's like, okay, he's about to get some money. So what?
I think it's more so. I would compare it to Michael playing some high school guy, because like Logan Paul, I mean, I guess he's famous, you know. I mean, it's not the Jake Paul, it's a brother, right? So it's like, I guess he's famous. He don't really come in my circle of socials, so I don't really know what he do.
But he is famous.
Yeah, I guess he's famous.
It's he was famous on Vine before Jake.
I remember that. It's like Kobe Bryant playing Bow Wow, which he did, and then put it on pay-per-view.
Oh my God! But that was I mean,
that actually happened though.
Nobody paid for that. I wouldn't pay for that. Oh, it's it's different. I'm calling
T-Mac versus Lil Romeo. Are you paying for that?
No, but I'm not. but maybe somebody will pay for it. And
somebody will. Somebody gonna watch.
People gonna watch this.
But I mean, I get what I'm saying. Like, it's like, do it diminish his legacy as a boxer? I get what people saying. Like, bro, you shouldn't have to do this to make money. You can make money, but why would you use what you build up to do this to make money? You know what I mean? So I get that.
Did the Wizards diminish Michael Jordan's legacy?
Some people say.
Yeah, but did it though?
But that was the NBA, and people even question that.
Yeah, they did, but I'm saying the greatest of all time came back to the Wizards. He was a shell of himself.
Yeah,
I mean, but like he's still the greatest of all time.
No. That's Michael Jordan going to the big three. This you went back to the NBA. You went back to the NBA.
But even still, the big three are pro players, ex-pro players. Logan Paul is nothing.
Or playing. What's that tournament? The tournament is that what
the Drew League? Like the Drew League. Yeah, Michael Jordan went to the Drew League.
Like what are you like? What? To get paid to, I mean, it's like that's a
or it's like LeBron playing once he retired playing in like the ball.
No, it's like LeBron going play slam ball. Y'all remember slam ball with the springs? Like, what are you doing? Like you can jump already. Why are you playing slam ball with these people? Like, what are you doing, LeBron James? So shout out to slam ball. That could come back. It was fire. Did y'all remember that?
Yeah, hell yeah.
I think it's
it was on Spike.
Yeah, Spike.
I think it's a statement, and he's telling everybody I can sell anything, so I don't mind it.
No, I mean I'm all for making money. He gonna make a quick.
I'm not paying for that.
Couple mil. Nah, a lot of people are not paying for that.
I'm not paying for that. Why am I paying for that?
But it is a Canelo fight Saturday, so I might have to have Marky D or somebody log in for that joy Saturday.
Fair use.
If boys around,
Fair use.
Moment of the show that I've been waiting for. Let's get to the culture. 514. He said, "I am here." The man tweeted, said, "Is this thing on?" He said, "I am here. It is me. Jermaine Cole is dropping March 14th." Woo! Bars. Quick bars from Jermaine Cole. So, Rad, that's your guy. Priest, that's your guy. Y'all bigger J. Cole fans than me. Floor is yours, as my man Joe Button said.
I'm anticipating this album. Yeah, I'm anticipating the album. It's not really much I can say because I'm not. As far as the last couple of J. Cole projects, I thought they were good. Not my favorites, by any stretch of the imagination. But again, I mean, you're right. I am a Cole fan. Shout out to Cole. I love Cole. And I'm ready. I'm actually anticipating this new music. I'm ready for it. Like, I'm sick of listening to all this nonsense. I'm not listening to it, so I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm not listening to it at all. But I'm ready to get back and listen to some hip hop, music that I can, sink my teeth in. So this is a highly anticipated album for me. I can't wait till it drops.
Yeah, man. I mean, Cole, Cole, people were saying that this was supposed to be like his last album. So like it was supposed to call it The Fall Off, but he switched the album name. Obviously, it was supposed to be The Fall Off. Now it's The Off Season or something like that, right? I think that's
I didn't see a name, but it's
the picture. I think it said it was a picture on it that said The Off Season come out whatever May 14th, whatever. So
the Off Season available everywhere 5/14.
Yeah, so but I think I said Cole, perhaps as good as anybody ever. That's where I stay. And I think he's gonna prove that. I think he's gonna prove that on this. It's gonna be the first, I guess it's gonna be the biggest drop thus far. Unless my man Drake come out this Friday, which I think is in a weird, I got people in the camp saying he's gonna come out this Friday, so we'll see. But yeah, I think I think it's gonna be dope. I think J. Cole is gonna be great. He one of the best. I think he the best bar for bar in the game right now. Like bar for bar. Like that's how I feel about him as far as rapping. So yeah, I think it's gonna be great.
Do you want him to talk about anything in specific? You want him to cover anything, or use like whatever he talk about?
Yeah, well, I'm interested how he's going to talk about how he approaches it. You know what I mean? Because I definitely believe all this stuff gonna be in here. That George Floyd, social unrest. I know all that is going to be in there. I just want to see how he creatively gonna put it and make it not like just him making make good
like Disney did with Falcon and Winter Soldier, make it so obvious.
Yeah, it's like just make good music first, and then if you want to put that in there too. But I mean, the integrity of the music is always important. So I want Cole to make good music. You know what I mean? And then talk what you gotta talk, but make good music, spit his bars, metaphor flips, whatever you gotta do. I think he's gonna do that. He's gonna deliver. So
all right, I agree. I am looking forward to this, even though I do like the music that come out. Where we're gonna talk about Khaled in a second. I do like the music that come out, or at least I listen to it. Unlike Preach, who's just like, nah, I'm super good. But I am looking for something I can sit down to, something I can just listen to, something I can try to like. All right, let me see what he really saying. Like rap, most songs today, I don't really care about what you're saying. I don't really try to learn and dissect what you're trying to get out of. But with this J. Cole, I definitely will listen a couple listens because I know I'm gonna miss something.
Right.
But
yeah, he make you put on different ears.
Yeah, 100%.
Because you just got some people just make you put on different ears, and you just always sit down and listen to that.
And I had this question because I was listening to a couple old Joe Budden podcasts when they was talking to Drake and Pusha T beefs, and they had a couple different pods I was listening to about that. Do y'all want J. Cole to take any shots at anybody on this joint?
I want him to take a shot.
I just want him to have great bars. You know what I'm saying? Like whether he takes shot at people, it is what it is. I don't care. He could ruffle some feathers, but I just want to have some great bars. I apologize for looking down. I was reading. They say Bill Gates was taking weekend getaways with his ex-girl. Yo, he gotta chill. Yo, Bill was wildin'. Yo, taking weekend getaway with your ex is kind of crazy, yo.
No, the wild. That's not. I mean, that's wildin', baby. If you listening, but that's not the wildin' part. The wildin' part is getting caught. You Bill Gates.
I think it was just like
That's
public
the wild
knowledge.
part.
I think it was just like cool.
That's the wild part. You getting caught doing it.
What I'm saying,
like you should move like you move like the president. Like,
I don't
mean?
I don't think he was hiding it.
That's different.
Like they'll link up and they just at the movies just like
that's different.
No, like he was going to Tulum. Like yo, he was
in Tulum.
No, like private. He got. I don't know what Bill.
He was going to the Epstein Island, chilling.
Yeah, with the ex-girl though.
That's crazy. I see a lot of people been sliding in Melinda Gates DM. Like, come on, man, you need better than that, anyways.
They already pledged their money to give it away.
Yeah, give it away.
Yeah, they might. Well, I mean, when people hear that, let's be clear. 1% of what they have is more than what 90% of everybody has. We got to be clear on that. So they're
obviously,
so they're keeping. It's a good not a good portion. A good portion of the money is going away to charity or whatever that means. But I think like 10%.
Yeah, it's enough.
Yeah, it's like I don't know. I don't know how many billions.
To be honest with you, I don't even know if that money going to them, and it really don't matter because it's like they can say that, and then it don't happen, and who gonna know or who gonna care, or who gonna prove that it didn't. So ultimately, it don't even matter because it don't. They got so much money that it don't matter if it do go there or don't go there.
It bought them goodwill while they are here. If it don't go to them, all right,
and their kids and their kids and their grandkids, everybody good for infinity. So it don't matter.
But the reason I asked about taking shots, just because, right, just listening to some Drake lyrics. Drake is known for subliminals, throwing shots in there at Hov, throwing shots out there at Kendrick, throwing shots at Ye, right? Pusha. That's why him and Pusha had beef. Mm-hmm. Is there even any artists out that you would want to see have rap beef, like just a legit rap beef, not got real beef in real life, but I'm just going to say, I'm gonna kill you when I see you, just like a friendly rap beef, like Ye and Drake and them had before Pusha T, got a little wild. Like, is there anybody in the game y'all want to see have that? This battle, or is
that's interesting because I do want to see Cole push to that point because I think he can. He got some. He probably got some. He that competitive. So I want him to see. But I don't. Who can it be with? Like, who would I? Other than a Drake or Kendrick. But then it's like Kendrick and Cole. That'd be fire. You know what I mean? I would. But it's still like I don't see how they would just wouldn't. I just can't even see them ever doing that. You know what I mean? For me, so I don't know. So I don't know who Cole. Because he the third one, I don't think he's number 3, but he's just the third Titan of them 3. And the one who and that the generation, Big Sean, you want Wale, like they not about
Big Sean and Kendrick, they had they sent subliminal shots at each other too. But it's the Big Sean just wasn't.
It's Big Sean. It's not the same. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I want one for Cole though. I do.
Are those like the only 4 that we do want to see? Put their pin in somebody. Is that it? Is competitive rap gone in?
I think Griselda can. I can hear Griselda doing, talking like that. A Benny or in Conway, like they can talk spicy if they want to get. I could see that. For the being a group.
I think it's gone. I think
it's gone.
I think it is gone. To say the least. I mean, it's not. It's not.
Like let's say you got drill music where it's like, yo,
that's not. Yeah, that's too serious.
That's different. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about just like Hove taking Hove and Game when they had their joint.
Nah,
or Lil Wayne and Hove. Lil Wayne said he gonna kidnap Beyonce.
Yeah, kidnap. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's what.
Is that
gone? Is that aspect of the rap gang? I hope not. Like that's.
I hope not. No, it's not going because Drake and Kendrick do it every album. A bar or a 16 sometimes is dedicated to each other, and that's fire. Like I like that.
I love that.
That should continue.
To say his name, I promise you see Candyman. Come on, say my name.
I love that, bro. I love that. I love all that. I love everything about that. And what Drake had with Meek. Drake had it. Like Drake is on a competitive rap, right? So Drake is on that. He on a different, but he talking different though. He can't talk like that. But Cole can too.
Drake is that once Drake, even if he is pressed some, he can always throw. Talk to me when you're a multimillionaire. Like he always got that trump card over anybody. Check the numbers, like whatever. And it's tough. It's tough to beat that.
Yeah, you punching up. You know what I mean? He punching down. So it's like it's tough. But I think when it comes to Kendrick and Cole, yes, he can do that on a level. But when you know the people who really listening, that don't gonna fly, bro. Like we listening for the bars, bro. If Cole say something, somebody jump out of the tree. Cole wants somebody. Even to the joint when he dissed Kanye, like he wants somebody to jump out. Even with the whole how much energy he gave Lil Pump. Like I think he's begging for that. You know what I mean? Like nobody ever said anything bad about J. Cole. Like nobody. Like just nobody would. I don't know.
Drake had like little rumors. Drake bought him a watch. Like now,
like it's quiet.
We good.
We good. Like because people, I think Cole is the best in the game right now. So I don't think nobody want that. Honestly, and I mean, I just personally, I don't think nobody want that.
All right. I mean, if Kendrick dropped Control right now, that'd be great. Like if he would have did now, the whole game.
But back then it was rap. It was like the people he named was like okay, but he would name who we named today, like Lil Baby, Baby,
same name. I don't want to hear Baby,
Moneybag Yo,
the Baby, Moneybag Yo. I don't need that from them. I think I'm with Preach. I think those days. I think you got to get into like deep boom bap rap if you want that. Like the mainstream stuff. I think that might be coming to an end.
You got to get into Freddie Gibbs. Like I said, Griselda.
I can see Conway and Freddie Gibbs just doing it.
Gotta get into that.
Royce Divine Nine, something like
Royce.
that. See people like that doing it, but it's like
Banks coming back. Banks coming back. I know Nut Happy. Banks said he coming back.
Banks. I see Banks. Banks and Joe Budden coming back. I can see that. I can see that.
It's like Dipset about to drop an album.
All right. Okay. All right. So we might get some competitive rap back. I'm with that. So let's talk about this Khaled album for a second because I hated it. The reason I hated it is because it's just like it was like almost low hanging fruit. This is what I like into. I felt like Khaled put down the biggest rap names in the bucket. He any Jay-Z beat in the bucket, any type of music, hip hop, pop, reggaeton in the bucket. The hardest R&B star in the bucket, shook him up and just picked some different names. Like, I got Meg the Baby and Post Malone on a reggae beat. Let's do it. It's like, what is even going Migos her? Like, I felt like he didn't really try to make a good song. He just wanted to get big people on it. And I guess individually, the songs, some of them are okay. But for with those big names and for what he was, all this promotion and shit he was doing, I think it fell short.
I didn't listen to it.
You listen to the Hove and Nas song?
No.
Oh, what?
No.
How you can call yourself a Hove fan? You don't listen to that
because I know what it's gonna be.
What does it be?
It's trash. Like,
Song.
I mean,
Parks
it's
called a
just
song
like,
weep.
it's just like I'm not. I don't.
That was
I
funny.
honestly did not. I did not get. First of all, I didn't know that the Khaled album was dropping. Second of all,
Oh my God, you're not on socials because
Yeah, but
he
yeah,
makes
on
sure
social,
you know.
but he does
He makes
that.
sure you know.
I mean, he
Yeah,
like
no, he
I kind of tuned Khaled
He the best
out.
promoter. He might be the best promoter.
And I
like,
love
ever.
Khaled. I love Khaled, and I really like his albums. But I'm just not listening to this. It doesn't appeal to me at all.
Oh my God, I actually like the album. I actually like the album. I definitely understand what you were saying, but I just didn't I just didn't expect to be like a a sequence album. It's just a billboard for me. It's like,
Playlist.
But he
It's just
has
li-
though.
He
His other
has, he
albums
has.
is actually good. Like they
No,
actually make sense.
but Khaled is in a different spot. He can
He's
the fact that
different.
he can get anybody he want is like he just
Any
making.
song, any sample, like
Yeah,
no
he can
budget.
do anything. He is as big as any artist. He's an A-list artist on the label. Like they treat him as an A-list
Absolutely.
artist.
Yeah,
If
I mean,
he can get
he on
anybody,
TV shows.
you know what I'm saying? So like
He's huge.
he can just get anybody. So he just not going to. He don't want to miss. You know what I'm saying? Like miss in a way like
Well,
he
missed.
want. No, I mean like he gonna get 350,000 in the first week, whatever the number he looking for that first week, because all these features.
He's not
Like
gonna
he's going to
that.
get you. You're going to he's going to guarantee that because man, everybody's on. He got Drake songs, Nas, Jay-Z,
His
the
last-
baby, Lil Baby, Meg, Justin
Post
Timberlake,
Malone.
Justin Bieber, Post
Bieber.
Malone.
It's
Like
quiet.
we got everybody. What are you talking about?
About
But
Savage.
that doesn't mean it's gonna
He got
sell.
everybody. Bryson
No,
Tiller.
it's going to sell. Bryson Tiller, her. He
But
got two her records.
But y'all say it like he doesn't always do this. Like this is
No, what
common.
I'm saying, and that he always sells.
No, he
That's what I'm
doesn't.
saying.
He lost to Travis Scott last time. That was a whole big problem.
He didn't lose to Travis Scott.
Yes, he did. First week, Travis Scott sold more
No,
records
it
than
was-
him.
It wasn't Travis Scott. It was the
Oh,
not
Tyler the
Game.
Creator.
Not-
Tyler the Creator. Yes.
Yeah, but they didn't
That's
count
even
his,
worse. That's even
they-
worse.
Tyler Creator, he won album of the year that year, or a rap album of the year, or something like that, right?
Oh, what
I'm
was
not-
that joint called?
No.
The R&B album he had, that was a good album. Like that was a good album.
And you love that joint.
That joint's awful.
That's a good album. Sam, if you don't like Tyler Creator, I understand.
I didn't
And I
say
understand
that.
why, because he wasn't.
I did not say
mean,
that. I just don't
That
like
album
that.
was good. Well,
that was terrible.
that was one of his better albums for sure. Like, I mean, I don't listen to him that
Why
much.
do y'all like
but I will
listen
listen
to
to
people who don't sing? Like I just can't understand that. That's my only issue with it. Like
Who
what? How
can't
is that?
sing?
How does
No,
that
it-
pleasing to
it-
your
it-
ears?
They harmonizing.
That's trash.
harmonizing.
That's awful to me. But whatever. We can move on. We can.
No, I think I like the album though. He got some big records. I like when Outside open back up. So these joints gonna be going. I think he got the Migos back on his joint. Well, the Migos joint. He got
This is quiet for
Justin-
Migos anyway.
Post Malone joint gonna be big. The
He got-
Justin
he-
Bieber joint
Got
gonna
too
be
many
big.
culture vultures on there for me. you got Justin Bieber got dreads and Post Malone. I skip past the Post Malone song every time. I always
But it's
listen to
dope.
Post Malone a day of my life.
Right.
Those going to be in H&M and going to be all over everywhere. You know what I mean? It's just going to be
Yeah.
humongous songs. You're going to hear them.
Yeah,
It's
right.
just too big of artists, too big. A Justin Timberlake, like, song that's going to be on soundtracks. Like, it's just,
Yeah.
that's how it's going to go. That's how it is. That's how it works.
I did like the Nas and Hove record. I thought Nas went crazy. I thought Hove did what Hove does. But obviously, right, it was crypto talk, it was black talk, it was Hove talking that big money talk.
Yep.
But he got in the angel investor and talk about all these different things, the bad that Hove, the pocket that he's in right now. And I get it, right? Hove
And
in this
Nas.
pocket but Hove, he did an interview and he said that he regret making Big Pimpin'. I guess like that's like one of the only songs that he can't really go back and listen to because he can't believe like he said what some of the things he said in the song, I guess.
Girls. You could take that one out too.
That's my song. So my thing is this. Like, do y'all think if Hove would have been in his pocket this whole time, you think that he could have got to his heights that he are at now, or he needed to have song like Big Pimpin'
No,
Nah.
we know that.
He
There's not
needed
even
those.
no.
I mean, I guess it say is so you don't think if Hove went the conscious route,
No,
it didn't matter.
No.
Yeah, I agree.
He tried. He saw what he went. The first album.
Nas for that.
Yeah, the first album, was not saying conscious, but it wasn't.
No.
It wasn't
Wildin'.
poppy.
This was
was-
fire.
Big Pimpin', yeah, Big Pimpin's fire, but he just, you know, I know what he mean.
Man,
I know what he mean.
He
just
you're guys pour him champagne on.
Like he's wild. This is some of his best lyrics, bro. Like what is he talking about?
I know what he mean. He just don't want to have that.
I don't know what he means.
He got daughters.
So what?
He got daughters.
So what?
No, that matters. That matters,
No,
Sam.
it doesn't.
Sam, you got to stop saying so what. Like
So
you got to
what?
stop saying that.
Stuff does matter.
Like Sam be wild. Like so what? Who cares?
But why
It's
is him
great.
saying that? Okay, my thing is this.
He said,
though.
"I wish I never made that song." Sam.
I don't
that's,
see why
that's good to
not.
say.
Sometimes you gotta say it. But
No, you don't have to say that.
Certain
You don't
things
have to say
need to
that.
be said, right? And
No,
that's something that
no.
needed to be said.
I'd rather him say "girls, girls, girls." Though I just hate.
No,
The song.
because
I get it. I get it.
Leave him because I don't and need him. I don't.
Yo, he wildin'.
But he's not. He actually is not wilding, and Blue Ivy needs to know that. That's what she needs to know. That's
Not
what
that
you
way.
understand.
Not that way.
So,
It's
And
all-
she don't. No, she don't need to know that because it's different. It's different
based-
things.
It's based on how
It's
you
diff-
teach her.
Yeah, she's going. It's different things she's going to be experiencing. You know what I mean? It's just different lives still going to be lived.
Hope was wilding. Oh my god.
yo, that's my song.
Hope was wilding. Hope was wilding. He
First
was.
time
But,
they
I mean, he
fuss, I
wasn't
breathe.
wilding, but he wasn't wilding. But seeing his older self, he like, yo, I wish I never did that. I understand what Nas was doing, maybe on some degree. But he probably still would have made some of these big records. You know, some of these records was undeniable. Yeah, so-
Oh, but like he did Nas talk about just think on one of his songs about Nas trying to be this conscious rapper and whatnot.
Yeah. He said, yeah. He was more so saying like you think because he's saying this stuff he is conscious. He just
Yeah.
you know what I mean. He's not really even that. You know what I mean?
Hov was wild. Yeah, he got a chance. Yeah, no, he was
No, whole funny though.
Oh my
because
god.
right, the trend holds true. Whenever Nas drop, Hov drop. I guarantee Nas was on that song by himself, and Hov heard that shit. Like, hold on, Kyle. I need me a quick 16 on this. Or something. And then I was on Tidal, just going through. It was a playlist for Nas, and it said it was curated by the God Hov, and it was Nas' best songs. Ether wasn't on it. Like, yo,
Why would he put-
But he would not
still
put that
over.
on there though. Like, why would he put that on there? Like,
I don't know why. Why is it there then?
Because it's not.
Yeah, why did he do
but
it?
He doesn't believe that it's one of Nas' best songs.
Why make a playlist for now?
Well, I mean, that's just he's probably trolling.
Yeah,
He can troll.
Yo, Hov, but bro,
He was right next to him in the music video. Did you see the music video?
Yeah,
I saw.
nah,
Like,
they cool.
a
I
second
think.
of it.
I think Nas respect it. I mean, like, what I'm gonna do? Like, we had beef. He became the biggest person in hip hop.
It is what it
in the
is.
pub, and now I would be doing the same thing if it was me.
But Nas got another step. No, Nas got
Nas
was-
doing stuff.
Nas doing stuff now. Now is a different life.
Crypto-based
Nas.
Scarface.
The rapping is not even close, honestly, to be real. But now I was like, bro, I don't got a Billy, but I got a half a bill. I give you half a bill. I'm talking like we you know what I mean. He in conversations. He up there now. He got mad money now. So yeah,
Let's talk to Nas. Hey, that's
It's
that's
a
how
great
you
story.
move.
It's a great story.
Hey, you
making moves, man.
gotta do it. Hopefully, a lot of these younger acts are realizing like, yo, you gotta find something else because this rapping shit ain't gonna be it forever. All right, so great show. Anything else in music we want to cover, or anything else in the culture we want to cover before we get out of here?
I don't think so. No.
Yeah, I'm good.
All right, so I will be back this weekend, fellas. Are y'all gonna make some time for me?
Yo, when did Mills leave?
Listen. Mills. Listen. This what Mills did.
Tell people why they haven't heard Mills the last.
I just wanted to
I
bring
mean, they
it up.
gone. I mean, they see him.
I was like,
but
how can I bring this up for the people that's listening? Like,
I'm sorry
Mills
for
not
our
Mills
listeners.
is gone. He not pulling them all. He is gone.
Our audio listeners, Mills, he created a situation so he can get out the pod because he told us. He actually told us that he was like, "Yo, I want to get something to eat. Everything closed at 9:00." So he lied and said because he was just fine. We did a whole podcast before Mills. We did 40 minutes before, and Mills just made all that stuff up.
Did you think Mills listen to this? Mills don't re-listen to the pod.
He doesn't. But even if he did, Mills lied and said, "Yo."
But if he
dog,
does, this will be funny to hear.
Bruh,
Let's see.
it's the truth.
Right? He kept saying like, "Yo, bro, my audio messed up."
And he
Like,
was
no,
muted.
that's fine.
But he was muted. He was muted. He muted himself and said, but like, type it. Can y'all hear me, nigga? You are muted. You're not saying anything. Stop, like you're lying. And then came on and said, yo. I'm like, yeah, what, Mills? Nothing is wrong. You sound fine. Yo, dog, my internet messed up.
I didn't know it was gonna sound like this. I know it's gonna sound like this. It's crazy.
Yo, my man Rad was in a great point. He stopped because Mills put, yo, can I dial in? And Rad was like, what?
Can I dial in?
You know, damn radio show, man.
About?
You on a damn podcast. So what can I dial in?
He said AT&T don't got. He said AT&T don't got whole towers by his hotel.
Like, Mills, shut up. Like, what are you talking about? Like, nigga, shut up, bro. Like, this man is talking about cell phone towers. Like, what is he talking about? What is he talking about?
Mills, we're men. So we know what you know.
All he had to say was, "Yo, bro, I'm in Rochester. I'm having a tough time right now. I just want to lay down." All right, cool, Mills, we get it. Like, we get it. It's okay.
Men.
You do not have to lie about like the
men.
The man said he has no cell phone towers. How would you know if you had cell phone towers anyway? Like, who? Where, did you see them? You saw the towers?
No, they text them. They said, "Yo, I know you trying to do the power right now, because I know y'all got the top power. I know you trying to power right now, but there's no tower, so you gonna have to, you know what I mean? So I don't know, dude. I don't know."
Oh, bro, I'm crying, dog. He was fine. All through pre-production, his audio was good. We was having conversations, and he was like, "No, just like 5 minutes in, he was like, man, nah, I'm good. I gotta go." I respect it though. Shout out to Mills. So it's gonna be that. It's gonna be that.
It'll be funny if you listen back. You think he'll listen back? I don't think so.
No,
Mills don't listen back.
Back to the pod.
Why would he listen back when he left the show? He literally just left. Like, what is he gonna listen back to?
He might listen back. We'll see. We'll know. We'll know. Just like the Raiders giving DeMarco the blank tapes. STV. Like, yo, bro, did you study film? Yeah, bro, the blitz packages. All right.
Yeah. The mic. Yeah, okay, yeah. All right. That was the Little Mermaid on there. What are you talking about? Yeah, shout out to Jamarcus Ward. Shout out to the scammers. Shout out to Jamarcus.
Oh man, lick.
Shout out to the scammer. So we're gonna do a big scammer list in sports. I know Jamarcus Russell on that joint. Who the one? Matt Bradford. No, what's his name?
Sam Bradford.
Sam Bradford. Oh my, he was robbing people for years.
Sam Bradford.
So we're gonna do a list. We're gonna do a list. So, but we're gonna go ahead and get out of here. I'll be there Friday. Hopefully, I see my brothers. We're gonna have some stories for the pod next week. So make sure you're tuned in. And that's all we got for them. We think it's a sport. So
remember them regular days when there wasn't more watches for me. Now the money keep calling for me. I'm feeling like everyone plotting on me. Gotta pray for my people to block where they stay. And I know they all counting on me. To go, we going straight to the top. You can't never look down on the streets. Remember them regular days when there wasn't more watches for me. Now the money keep calling for me. I'm feeling like everyone plotting on me. Gotta pray for my people to block